Tonight, let's take a ride in the negotiation van. But this time, AI is in the passenger seat. From analyzing tone and emotion in real time to whispering coaching tips into the negotiator's earpiece. Artificial intelligence is learning to read the human heart under pressure. But can data ever replace empathy? Or is this one crisis where the human voice still matters most? That's coming up next on TiPS, Today in Public Safety.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's tips.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety. This is Fletch. I'm a NENA-certified ENP, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I bring you the latest, most informative, and sometimes controversial takes on emergency communications. Today we're taking a very deep dive into AI crisis negotiation, how artificial intelligence can listen, coach, but should it ever speak during the tensest moments of a standoff or suicide intervention? It's 3 a.m. on a bridge. Radios are hot and the air is cold. Time is short. A negotiator builds rapport while, in the background, an AI analyzes voice stress, phrasing, and breathing cadence in real time. It's not there to replace anyone. But it's the calmest set of ears in the room. What AI can do right now. Augment, not automate. AI can be an emotional GPS. Real-time sentiment insight, stress, anger, resignation, flagging de-escalation windows, as well as those don't push moments. Then there's keyword radar. AI can detect high-risk phrases and intent shifts. It's able to spot linguistic breadcrumb trails that lead to escalation or surrender. It can be your silent coach, providing on-screen nudges, help mirror the last phrase, avoid "I understand," and revisit safe topics like family or pets. AI can be a situational synthesizer, fusing that authorized background info with NG 911 EIDO data, CAD notes, prior calls, as well as IoT scene inputs, and the safest assistance, after-action analytics. AI is perfect to provide post-incident scoring of tone, pace, empathy, and outcomes. That input can feed better training and scenario simulations. Levels of involvement, and choosing your comfort zone. AI can be your partner in negotiations. 3 separate roles it could play would be listen only. This is where it provides dashboards and nudges. Only the human negotiator does the speaking. The next is an active co-pilot. Here's where AI drafts suggested lines in real time, allowing the negotiator to approve or adapt them. And finally, there's active voice. This one's reserved for the future and must be policy gated. Certainly not now, but in the future, AI will speak in limited roles, like bridging gaps or maintaining contact. But before that happens, it'll have to be using an approved, neutral voice, and need to proceed only with strict policy, explicit oversight, as well as the capability of immediate human override, guardrails, and ethics. Non-negotiable. Clearly, before any of this is a reality, the following policies need to be in place. Bias and equity. AI needs to calibrate for culture, dialect, and neutral diversity, and models need to be continuously validated using diverse data. Then there's privacy and security. Any recordings or analytics are highly sensitive and most likely evidence. Data needs to be locked down for both retention and access. From a human authority perspective, AI is free to suggest, but a trained human needs to decide and own the outcome in all cases. And finally, transparency. It needs to be clearly documented when AI assisted, exactly what it suggested, as well as what the operator used. The Quick Start Playbook for agencies. If your agency is going to be bold and take on AI in this role, you need to define the mission. Is it a training aid, a live coach, or a post-incident analytics tool? You need to pick one to start. Then establish a policy-first approach. Who enables it? Who can view it? Who approves the prompts? And how do we audit the usage? All of this needs to be put in a detailed SOP manual. Next comes the pilot mode with specific safeguards. You need to start in training and controlled ride-alongs before live action. And be sure to measure the details that matter. What was the rapport time? What was the escalation interrupts? What brought forth successful resolutions? And what was the wellness impact on negotiators? And finally, support the humans. Be sure to use AI to reduce reduce cognitive load as well as any compassion fatigue, but never push speed over safety. Remember, AI can spot the patterns, but humans carry the empathy. The win is in the pairing, a steady whisper of evidence-based prompts paired with a voice that genuinely listens. Although we may not be there today with the advancements in AI and the speed of innovation and delivery, this isn't that far into the future. That wraps up today's episode of TiPS, Today in Public Safety. Thanks so much for listening. I hope I stirred up a little controversy that'll start some good discussions. Remember, for more updates and insights, follow me on social media at Fletch911, and you can visit 911tips.com for a complete archive of all my previous episodes. Remember to check out my blogs at Fletch.tv, and my professional website is at Fletch911.com. Stay safe, thanks so much for listening, and don't be afraid to comment. If you're in public safety, thanks so much for what you do every single day. We'll catch you next time. Take care.
You've been listening to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletch and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes on 911tips.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to join us each week for the latest on NG 911. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. Catch me on Sirius XM on various channels, including 90s on 9, the 10 spot, and on the Weekend Countdown on Hits 1. Or don't regret it for the rest of your life. Either way, I'm good.